Hello, Princess on the Pillow here. I am here to do a review of Married at First Sight. Um, this season they're in Boston. I think they've been in Boston before, but this season they're in Boston, and this is season 14. Now I've watched the very first time um, Married at First Sight came on. Um, the episodes I watched was when they were about to walk down the aisle, and it pissed me off because they were crying and shaking and acting crazy. The women were, anyway, the brides. And it pissed me off because they signed up for this process. They've been through this process. They've spoken to people. They've signed contract. They've been explained the process. And now they're at the altar acting up for the camera, shaking and crying. And did I am I doing the right thing? And this and that and this. And it's just a fake. And I don't like that part of Married at First Sight. So I quit watching it. But lately I've been watching the last two seasons and I have been thoroughly entertained. So I decided I'm going to review this season. Hopefully they'll entertain us this season also. Okay, so we have Dr. Pepper, who's a sociologist. We have Pastor Calvin, who's a marriage counselor. And we have Dr. Viviana, who's a relationship and sex therapy. She's a relationship and sex therapist. I shouldn't say I don't like her, but I kind of don't like her. There's a time and a place for everything. She is, the first scene we see her in, she has this huge, big, bush, horrible extension attached to her head. Why? Why? She is a doctor, so you're supposed to dress appropriately. And she went to went to tell two guys that they were gonna be married in 2 weeks. She wasn't dressed professionally. One guy, she was dressed and the boobies were hanging out. You could see her cleavage. And the next guy, she told she had on exercise clothes because he was in the gym, but she had on exercise clothes. I don't think that's appropriate. You are on this show portraying yourself as a doctor, so dress the part. I know she's young and attractive, and she's trying to, when you're young and attractive, you're trying to show everything you got, but you are portraying yourself as a doctor on the show, so you need to dress appropriately. Okay? A lawyer wouldn't go into a courtroom dressed in workout clothes. No, he's in a suit. A fireman don't go to the firehouse and do his job in shorts and wife beater. No, dress the way you're supposed to dress when it comes to your profession. If you're out with your friends, then dress that way. But so, I'm not feeling her right now. She is a smart lady. She's the youngest one, and the show didn't start with her. The very first season didn't start with her. But she's a smart lady. She just needs to dress appropriately. That's all. And when they went to visit the people's home, she was all in their stuff. It wasn't just her. She picked up something off one of the ladies' dressers, and it was her father's ashes. And then they're in their drawers looking at their underwear and stuff, and they're asking them about their sex toys and stuff. I think that's too intrusive. That's ridiculous. But anyway, let's get started. Okay, the couples that they paired. This couple they paired. His name is Mark. He's 37 years old. He's a regional sales director, and he has 3 cats. And this is his second time applying to the show. The first time he applied, Dr. Pepper said she just didn't think he was ready for marriage. But he applied this time and they accepted him. I think they said he applied in season 6 and was rejected. I guess that's when they were in Boston before. And they matched Mark up with Lindsey, who's 34 years old. She's a healthcare project manager. These two seem to be compatible to me. One is not more attractive than the other, so they won't have to worry about that. And, they just seem compatible to me. So I think this might be a good match for Mark and Lindsey. All right, let's go on to the next one. How many altogether? It's 5, I think. I think it's 5 couples altogether. Okay, so let's see. The next couple was I don't like this guy. His name is pronounced weird. It's Lai Jawan. Lai Jawan? Hope I'm pronouncing it correctly. But he's 29 years old. He's a municipal wastewater operator. He has tattoos all over his chest, his stomach, his arms, and he works out. He's a not bad looking guy. I don't like his hair. He's got like a little mohawk thing going. I don't know what that's all about. He said this is what I didn't like about him. He said the women that he meet, Doctor not Doctor, Pastor Calvin asked him about how come he's single, how come he hasn't found anyone yet, and he said the women that he meet have a lot of baggage or luggage. He said, I think he said luggage, but he meant baggage. The women he meet have a lot of baggage, and he says they have a lot of kids, they have a lot of drama, or they have negative energy. I didn't like that. I didn't like that. He seems like he's gonna be the type of person that's not gonna take responsibility for his actions. He's gonna blame other people for the things that he does. You can't blame the women. The reason you're single is because you only meet women with kids, and they got drama, and they have negative attitude or negative energy. What kind of crap is that? Take some responsibility. Maybe you haven't met the one because you're not up to par. Don't blame other people for the reason you're single. Blame other women for the reason you're single. What the hell? I didn't like that one bit. And he wants to come home to a hot meal. Well, I suggest what you do is you meal prep on Sundays, put it in the freezer or the fridge, and when you come home, you stick it in the microwave, and you have a nice warm meal. The nerve. I didn't like him, sorry. I think he wants too much from a woman. And I just don't think he's ready for marriage. I think he's too immature. And Dr. Vivian said, she said he's a bit too emotional. When he talks, he's like this, and he's very animated when he talks. I just think he's just I think he needs to take ownership for the reason why he's single. You're not perfect, and the women are flawed. And that's what he made me feel like he was saying when he was saying the women he meets they have too much baggage. That's ridiculous. What? So you would marry a person who has a child? Is that what you're saying? I don't know. I just don't like him. I don't like the way he answered that question. Okay? But they paired him up with, his name is Lai Jawan. Lai Jawan. And they paired him up with Katina. She's 30. So she's older than he is. He is 29 and she is 30. And for how superficial I think he is, he may have a problem with that. I don't know. I mean, that's only what, 1 year older? But yeah, she's 30 and he's 29. Her name is Katina. She is a benefit calculation analyst. And she can cook, but she enjoys going out to eat. She's a woman after my own heart. I can cook. I don't enjoy cooking. I prefer going out to eat, but I can cook. Who wants to stand over a stove, stirring a pot, seasoning, and then cleaning up afterwards? Wouldn't you rather just go out to eat? That's me. And that's what she said. She said she can cook, but she enjoys going out to eat. She wants someone who is goal and family oriented. And I like her. I think she's a good looking girl too. But I don't think that's a good match for Lai Jawan. I don't think those are two. They're gonna be a good match at all. No. I think anything happens, he's gonna blame her. He's not gonna take ownership for anything that he does because he's perfect and everybody else has got baggage. I'm not feeling him at all. Okay, next match is Noi. She's 33 years old. Her name is Noi, and I think it's pronounced Noi. She's 33 years old. She's a talent acquisition coordinator. She seems a little too emotional to me. She's talking about past relationships and she's getting emotional. She's talking about her parents' relationship and she's getting emotional. I think she's going to be needy. She said she wants to be able to count on someone day in and day out. That's the Lord Jesus Christ to me. You can't count on a person day in and day out. That's too needy. People need their space. People need their me time. They need to go hang out with friends and family and coworkers. People need space. She says she wants somebody who's going to be there. She can count on day in and day out. That's too much pressure to put on a person, I think. I don't think she understands what marriage is. People need their space. They paired her up with Steve, who is 38 years old. He's a former sales engineer. That means he is unemployed. And he said it too, that he's unemployed. He was unemployed because of COVID. He got laid off because of COVID. But he doesn't look like he's trying to find a job. He's just chilling, playing basketball, having a good old time, hanging out at home. He doesn't look cooking shrimp. He doesn't look like he's trying to find a job. And they asked him about that too. They asked him about that too. And he said, I can freelance here and there, but when it's time to have kids, I can get an engineering job. I can get a job now. I have a problem with that. Why are they to qualify for this process? Everybody should have a job, whether it's a career or a job. Somebody should have some type of income coming in. I mean, he says he's freelances, but that doesn't sound like a stable job. Who would want to marry someone who doesn't have a job, and who would want to get married and they don't have a job? I don't think he should be on the show. He should go find a job, and next season bring him on next season. But I don't agree with them making her marry a man who does not have a job. What is she gonna do? She's gonna get up in the morning, go to work, and he's gonna stay at home, sit at home, chill out, and then she's gonna come home, he's laying around watching TV. Isn't that gonna demasculate him? Isn't he gonna feel like, oh, she's got a job and I don't have a job, and isn't that gonna make her feel superior to him? I don't think it's a good idea for him to match someone who does not have a job. And so I do not think this is a good idea at all. So I don't think they're going to work out at all. She's too emotional. She get emotional about it. Well, you know what? It may work out because she said she wants someone who is she can count on day in and out. He doesn't have a job, so yeah, she can count on him day in and day out. So hey, it might work, but I would not want to marry someone who does not have a job. I wouldn't. And it's the old-fashioned way. The man is the provider, right? The man, he's a provider, right? So she's going out working, bringing home the bacon. You're just sitting around, laying around, talking about I'm freelancing. Anyway, it may work out for them because she said she wants somebody she can count on day in and day out, and he don't have a job, so she can count on him day in and day out. Okay. Next match is Michael, who is 28. These people are young. 28 years old. Well, almost 30. Okay. Michael, who is 28 years old. He's a personal trainer. He seems to have a good head on his shoulders. They matched him up with Jasmina. She's 29 years old, so she's a year older. And she's an early childhood educator. She likes to cook. Her parents are from Jamaica, like me. And she seems very mature, and she seems serious and sensible. So this might just work for them. They both seem to have a good head on their shoulders. So that's Michael 28 and Jasmina 29. I think so. That's 2 so far. I'm 4, and 2 so far. I'm not 4. So last couple we have Alicia. She's 30 years old. I'm pronouncing her name right. Alicia. She's 30 years old, and she's a social media manager. She has a big dog, a dog that she rescued, and she was in a relationship for about 2.5 years, and the guy broke up with her. They went ring shopping, and then he just broke up with her, and she doesn't know why. She never got the ring, and that's bad because she never got closure. Why would somebody do that to you? She never got closure. So the experts, they were worried about that too, So do you still have a thing for this guy? Do you think about this guy? She was like, no, that chapter's closed. It's over with. But you never know that. Deep down, she may be still wondering, what happened? Why did you break up with me? Why didn't you talk to me? She's, deep down, she's probably still does not have that closure. And it's good to have closure. It's really good to have closure. So they paired her up with this guy named Chris. He's a realtor. He has a big cage for a dog, but he doesn't have a dog yet. I think he's probably waiting for the puppies to be born. I don't know. He seems uptight and a little bit awkward to me. So I'm not sure if this is going to be a good match because she's cute and slim, and she looks like she's physical. She doesn't look like she work out, but she looks like, she's slim and, she's pretty, and she's small, and he kind of has a belly. He kind of have a little bit of weight on him. Not much, but a little bit. And he seems a little awkward to me. Yeah. he seems a little awkward to me and a little bit uptight. So I'm not sure if this is going to be a good match at all. I don't think she's going to be attracted to him. He's not bad looking and he's not unattractive. I just think she would probably want somebody a little bit more leaner and not so uptight and awkward. So I don't know about these two. So there's 5 couples all together. 2 I like. 2 I'm thinking will work, and 3 I don't think will work. That's the way I feel. And I think too that they put couples on there that they know it's gonna be controversy. Like the young guy that talk about he don't like that women bring baggage to the relationship. I think they put him on there for some drama because they know he's gonna bring the drama. And the last one I just talked about, the guy that I said is awkward. I think they put him on there too because they know he's awkward. He's awkward. He looks like he's an introvert, but he looks awkward. He just look uptight and uncomfortable. And I think they put him on there and paired her up with this girl who looks like she's more outgoing, you know. And what else? And I think they put couples on there that they really honestly and truly think is gonna make it, because they can't put couples who they think is just gonna knock heads, because if nobody at all make it or try to stay together, they're gonna look like dummies. So I think they put people together that they think is gonna make it, and they put people together that they think is gonna bump head and cause drama. So that is my review of Married at First Sight, season 14. The next episode, the episode where they get married, that's gonna piss me off, because these people are gonna start crying, and the women anyway. Oh, am I making the right decision? Am I doing the right thing? I'm so scared. Oh my God. You applied for this show. You filled out application. You spoke to the producers. You spoke to the counselors or the expert. This was a long process. Okay, different phases of this process. You've decided to do this. So don't try and pretend and fake for the cameras. Oh, I'm so scared. Am I doing the right thing? Oh my God. Don't do that. I hate that. So when the women do that, that's going to also set the tone for me of how I'm going to like them or not like them. So far, I only don't like one person, and that's that young guy I'm talking about. Women have too much baggage. That's the only one I'm not rooting for at all. That's the one I think is going to bring all the daggone drama. Anywho, Princess on the Pillow here. Thank you very much for watching. If you want to see more of my videos, please like, subscribe, comment, and share my videos. I will be back next week with another review of Married at First Sight. Thank you so much for watching. Bye.